Okay, are we ready to go live? Let's get this thing started, guys. Put your call sign in the comments, you know the drill. Yep, Steve, get your popcorn ready. Grab yourself a drink. Yep, Steve K04AFL is checking in from Charleston. Everybody check in with your call sign. If you don't have one, just say hello in the comments. Evening Frankie. Evening Robin. 2E0GGJ. G1JSP. Chuck is there. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Roger G8KWR. Good evening, Roger. Mr. White Webb is in the house. Hello. Critton is there. Steve G0LQP. Yeah, don't worry Jimbo, you're going to be on video very soon. We're going to do a live stream from your house. How does that sound? Live stream from a subscriber's house. How does that sound, Jimbo? Are you up for that? And I'll bring your bottle of gin round that I owe you. So is the video okay, not choppy or anything? Because I'm really struggling with internet. I've got absolutely everything else down, but I'm really struggling with internet. That's why I'm coming around Jimbo's house to nick some of his internet. Mr. Steve-O is there, temporary offline. Hello, hello. That was my old shack, and this is my new shack. What do you think to the new shack, guys? I've been working on this for quite a while. Steve's here. Check out Steve's YouTube channel, temporary offline. So yeah, this is my new shack. I've been working on this for quite a while. Yeah, so check out Steve's channel. He's put it in the comments. Yeah, right, hi everybody, this is Chris 2E0UKH in the UK. Thank you for joining me. That is actually my shack, you can see behind me. And I've had a bit of a change around. So on the top left, that's a plant, we'll forget about that. Next to that we've got the 705, and there was a Samsung camera there, not using that at the moment. No, the mud's still there, Jimbo. So there's a load of handhelds in there. Got the Open Spot 3 on the top, and 3 monitor setups. Steve, nice setup, thank you. Steve, G0LQP, nice setup. Yeah, I appreciate that, because you know it's amazing what you can do with a bit of planning. All these tellies are second hand, they're not new ones. None of them match, you know, but I absolutely love it. I've got it all set up. I can do all this stuff. HF, VHF, UHF, digital, analog, everything. Mr. Anthony Rogers, KC3OFQ is in the house from Windsor Mill. MD, what's MD? MD. Struggling with that one. What's MD? Sean is saying hi all. Sean 2E0XBT. Northwest Hampshire. Nick is there. I can't seem to stop rearranging. Looks great, Chris. Thank you. Well, it did take a while. It did take a while tidying it up. And Mike Webb is there. Maryland. Right, got your Mike Webb. MD temporary offline. Maryland. Yeah. Mr. Amateur Radio UK is there. James is in the house. Jimbo, MD, Mad Dog, yeah. Roger, yeah. Roger's just coming in there with a comment. It's Maryland. Yeah, that's one of the very few states I'm not familiar with. Is that East Coast, West Coast? Steve, temporary offline. Evening, sir. How is the weather? So what we're talking about tonight, you know, we're pioneers. We like trying new stuff, new digital and analog stuff, and we want to know. I'm going to move my camera over a fraction. We want to know where the activity is. Just excuse me. We want to know where the activity is. You know, you don't want to go to an empty channel. I'm just tightening up a thumb screw. Okay, so just excuse me. So Steve, enjoy that. I'll keep my 70 Mid-Atlantic, temporary offline the same. Mid-Atlantic on East Coast, yeah. Jimbo is saying I have 20 times the room Chris has and can still only find room for a minute amount, a minute amount of gear. Yeah, well, no disrespect, you've got someone you've got someone else there telling you where they want their flower pots and shoes going. Yeah, I shouldn't say that, but anyway, so what we're talking about is where is all the activity? Where is all the activity? So I'm just going to swap us over to my other, got 3 monitors here. The one on the right, I've got it set up. Just going to move it over to the right hand monitor. So this is what I've got on the right hand monitor. I've got a blank document, so we're going to fill them in as we go. If you've got any suggestions, we're going to put them in. Yeah, I'm the station manager here, mate. You know, we don't want any bloody shoes putting everywhere, bloody flower pots and stuff. Right, DMR. So where is all the activity? So I hope you can see this okay. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So on DMR, where's all the activity? So I'm going to put all the basic ones in. Yeah, Sicilian, yeah, sounds interesting. So where are all the busy talk groups on DMR? So, you know, I only use Brandmeister, so anything that is not Brandmeister, we will put in the comments in the in the text document as, you know, whatever the other system is. We'll presume we're talking about Brandmeister. You know, if there's something else, please add it to my list. So in the UK, that's where I am, 2350. That is the UK call-in talk group, and we've got 3, or I think it's 4 chat channels, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, all the way up to 2, 3, 5, 4. Is that correct? Just correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm going to put them all in. And we've got talk group 91. That's okay, Steve, you're new, that's okay. So I'm just going to put all the ones I know in, and then we'll add them on. So we're talking about DMR at the moment, so I'm going to put in talk group 91, which is worldwide, and I'm going to put in 3100, which is USA nationwide. Mr. Andy Cowley, hi mate. So these are all the basics. You know, you've got Australia. So I'm just reading what I'm just copying and pasting Mike Webb's talk group 3149964. I'm just clicking copy and I'm going to paste that in over here. So we're talking about DMR to start with. So we've got a lot of individual countries, you know, like Australia, 505, New Zealand, Canada. But you know, what is the we're going to come and go between these different lists. So we're talking about DMR first. So if you're in America, you know, what is your what is the most popular DMR talk group? Oh, I've got 3100. You know, where are you going to find activity on DMR? So it's all about you guys. It's not, you know, I can tell you my favourites, but we can build a worldwide database here and update it regularly. So yeah, 28 people watching. Yeah, that's very impressive, considering I only announced it half an hour ago. But yeah, we're talking about DMR. Any more ads for DMR? Yeah, appreciate that, Sean. Sean's one of my very early moderators, helping me out behind the scenes. So DMR, you know, we've got Australia. Yeah, well, you use 253. What is that, Frankie? Is that Brandmeister? You know, if anyone doesn't know, you can go to this website, PyStar, and it lists all the different countries. PyStar. Mr. Tim is in the house. Hi, Tim. I'm just going to give Tim a wave. If I can remember how to do it. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Hi, Tim. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate you joining in tonight. So we're looking at Brandmeister tools and Brandmeister talk group list. So Frankie has said 253, so let's look at what it is. Well, it's not in the Brandmeister list, so you must be going in on Phoenix, I would presume. You know, using this list. Yeah, thanks, temporary offline. Appreciate that, man. So this is the talk group list. Now we've got 505 Australia. There it is, 505 Australia. And this is how you find the you know, if you want to pick a country to go to, you want to go to Australia, you find it in the list. So 505 is Australia. I'm going to copy this and paste it in the comments. So that's the talk group list for Brandmeister, and I'm just going to go back to the list and add on here 505 Australia. You know, you've got all the different countries. You know, Australia, New Zealand, Canada. You know, we can put all of them on there, but it's not. These are just the ones I'm suggesting. I want right. So Frankie has said sorry, typos 235. Okay, so put it in the comments. What you would recommend for DMR? So 235. I know what that is. That's UK. 235 is another UK calling. So you know, I've learnt something. I'm aware it's there, but it's not one I've tried much. So excuse me. I'm going to put in 235, and I'll put it after this one. So that's enough for DMR at the moment, unless anyone's putting stuff in. I really don't want to miss anything. Sean is saying I also run talk group 23512. Is that a busy one? We're looking for busy ones, Sean. Frankie uses Belgium and Flanders. Yeah, I'm looking for. I'm really looking for you. I'd like it to be okay. Well, we'll put it in the list. We'll put it in the list. So I've just copied your comment and I'm just pasting it in after Australia. You know, we're looking for UK speaking ones. You know, Belgium and Flanders. I can't type in every single one, but that's Sean's one. So next we're going to go over to DSTAR. You know, and you're going to have to put the basic favourites in. Reflector on Charlie. Okay, you're on TGIF. TGIF. David is just messaging me live. You know, David in the Netherlands. He doesn't realise we're live at the moment. David in the Netherlands, he's messaging me live. So Reflector. David's saying, have I got a link to the YouTube channel? So I'm going to put in Reflector 1 Charlie. Have to about. Okay, Tim, let us know when the next Fiverr live is going on and we'll promote it on this channel and advertise it. And Reflector 30 Charlie. So you know, David in the Netherlands, PA7LIM, he's just sent me a message live. So I'm just going to share my desktop. You can see what this is, my actual setup. So let me just go to my. Just received a message from David in the Netherlands, and he's saying, "Are we live at the moment?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Have you got a link?" There's Mike Lewis, look. So Ryan McKay's there, Jason, telling a few people we're live. So David in the Netherlands, do you have a link? Huh. I've got loads of links, right. So this is David who writes Blue DV. He's asking me, do we have a link? So I'm just going to send David. It would be nice if David come in the comments. We are live now. We are live now. talking about you. talking about, what is it, Doozy or Dozy? I never, it's Dozy, is it Dozy? D-O-Z-Z-Y. Okay, so I've just messaged David there, we've got Nick there, Shannon, Andreas. Anyway, so let's move it over to, so I've sent him a link. It's a lot later in the Netherlands, so we're going to go over to DSTAR. What are the busy ones on DSTAR? So, you know, if anyone's new to the setup, new to the stream, this is what we're doing. In Kettering, it's called Dozy. Yeah, well, it might be in your street, mate. It's not. Yeah, that's where me and Jimbo live. So this is my new setup. This is, you know, this. I'm in a block of flats. You know, this is the best I can do. You know, I think I've done quite well. Steve is saying ha ha. Anton, Nagy, hi there. Okay, so let's just go over to the. I'll just show you what I'm doing on the left-hand monitor. So on the left-hand monitor, I've got this going on. On the desktop, I've got this going on. On the right-hand monitor, I've got this going on, and so digital analog ham has got a lot of things going on. So we filled in a lot of DMR. I'm just going to make some space for DSTAR. So any more places you would recommend for DSTAR? You know, this list. Yeah, thank you, Andy. It's took a lot of work, you know, but it's finally complete. And I've just bought a new camera today. Jimbo. Yeah, I'm going to be bringing you a bottle of gin round, mate, and we're going to be doing a live stream from a subscriber's house. You know, we'll polish it off. Does that sound like a good idea? Hope you've got good internet. But yeah, we're looking on the right hand screen here, and I'll just, today I bought a camera. Does anyone, you know, are we interested in cameras? We all like technology. I'm always getting people saying, do I have to dress up in my best suit? You can wear your dressing gown for all I care. I'll be looking at all your radios. You want to see his setup. Right, so it's called this is a Sony camera. Sony, Mr. Northwest Ham Shack, awesome job, keep up the great work. Many thanks, Nick, I really appreciate that. Not had many super chats for a long time. Yeah, I won't be looking at Jimbo, I'm looking at his setup. George Maynard, recently found your channel. I'm also in Lowestoft and in the process of doing my foundation. Thank you for your video on how to program the Aliens HD1. You're welcome. Well, I'll be coming back to the East Coast next year, so if you join my Facebook group, Digital Analog Ham, you'll know when I'm going to be going there. So this is a Sony X3000, this camera, and I bought this today. So it's a tiny little camera, and it's a temporary offline. I'll show up in my turkey suit. Yeah. Brilliant, thank you so much. 2 super chats, really appreciate that. Absolutely fantastic, thank you so much. So yeah, this is what I bought. So this is about the size of a matchbox. This is a Sony and it's 4K. Now Steve, listen carefully, right? This camera does clean HDMI. So watch this, look. If I put the camera on now, this is the wide angle. That is the Sony. That is a Sony. So that is the tiny little Sony, about the size of a matchbox. You know, it's unbelievable. I've got a nice tidy desktop, and it's going into a capture card. I have got 2 capture cards now, and this is my main setup. You know, I have got different Scenes set up. I've got this one, but I'm looking a bit small. Got this one. That's an old setup. So we got 30 people watching. Oh dear, look, you can see my green screen in the background on this one. Did anyone even notice I had a green screen? Anyway, Jimbo, I have someone who captures my credit card. Is that the same? No, that's not a capture card. That's a cash capturer. Anyway, we're waffling, and it's getting quite funny. It's getting quite funny. Right, let's close this. This is the camera I just bought. I've got this for £200. Do you know how to program a Baofan DM5R over the internet? No. No, that one is a DMR one. I don't know that. So DSTAR, any additions to DSTAR? Tell me in the comments, and we'll add it on here. You know, DSTAR. If you use a DSTAR reflector, DCS or X reflector, put it in the comment. I mean, I can add a few to the list. You know, there's the two basics, basic 1 and 1 Charlie. You know, you've got DCS 5 Charlie. You know, we can come back to this, but I'm not a DSTAR user personally. Okay, but if anyone is, put it in the comments, because I'm trying to build up. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to copy Steve's link. That was a very good comment. CQ UK number 2. So I'm copying his contribution there, and pasting it in my right hand monitor. So that's CQ UK 2. What is the first one? I believe it's in room E. So what would it be, Steve? You know, I don't want to put any misinformation in. I want to get it right. Yeah, Jimbo. I sold Jimbo an old knackered Icon radio, you know, but it doesn't have DSTAR. Yeah, sorry, mate. But not sure. Robin, since you mentioned talk group 535, I keyed it up and just heard my first peep out of that talk group. What's that on Brandmeister, Robin? Did you mean 235? I think you meant 235. 235 means UK. Normally it's more busier on Phoenix. I'm on DMR Mark, but over in the UK it also is UK on Brandmeister. Yeah, I thought I was right. 235. So that's DSTAR, and we're going to go over to Fusion. Now, I'm just telling you about ones I know about, ones I use, and ones that hope, you know, for you guys to fill in the gaps. I'll be updating this. So Fusion. So Fusion, obviously Echolink. And you've got Texas Nexus. And it dramatically drops off quickly. Right, some good suggestions coming in. Mike Webb, I'll plug mine again, link to DMR and All-Star. So what should we put? We'll put it in as YSF. Can't put them all in. I'll put Mike Webb's one in YSF. So that's going in here. If anyone's new, would like to see my new setup, just put a yes in the comments and I'll switch the camera around and show you my new setup. So that's it's called WG5EK room. I'm just going to paste that next to that. It's 922E for CQUK2. E. Okay, I'll put an E on the end. So keep the suggestions coming. I'm trying to keep up with everything everyone's typing. So I'm going to keep this document, and we will add stuff to it. So I mean, surely that can't be where we're all sitting, just in 10, 20 talk groups across 3 different networks. You know, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos in the future about not where is the activity, but exploring all the different networks. You know, you've got the WIN system, the WAN system. Connor Watson, thank you for your contribution. DMR 3142 has a bit. This is what we need. We need some suggestions. I purposely didn't, so I've just put it in the DMR bit. I purposely didn't put all of the ones I use. You know, it's not a personal list. It's about where is the activity. Mike Webb, Bay Area YSF. Okay, so I'm copying that. YSF is by a Yaesu System Fusion. I'm just putting it in at the bottom. You know, we need to make a list for other people, to help other people out where to go. Right, so yeah, Brandmeister. Papa Systems in social DMR. I don't think Fusion is very popular. Jägermeister. I tell you what, Jimbo, Jägermeister is very popular in this town, especially a few years ago, down the nightclub. That Jägermeister is a very popular number. Anyway, I'm just going to go back to the setup of the shack. So that's I've called this wide angle shack. This is my wide angle. Well, it's not a system, but it's more of a social vice, you know. Right, you need a good mixer to get it to work though. Yeah, you do need good mixer, yeah. Very good. Anyway, so put it in the comments if I missed anything. You know, this is the list we've got so far, and this has been a very popular stream with some good information. You know, we've got, sorry mate, I digress. So have we got anything to add? You know, does anyone want to call in? Do we want to you know, I don't want to call in live every single time, but if people enjoy it, you know, I can do that. It's not a problem. But so that's the right hand monitor. So does anyone want to call in live? You know, I've got a tiny hotspot up in the top right. I've managed to, I'm looking up, if you saw me looking up, I was just checking all my hotspots are switched off. So let's just bring that in a bit bigger. So I'm going to go on 2353. I'm listening on 2353. And I've got a plant growing out the top of my head. I'll move over there a bit. Right, DMR. We'll listen on 2353 in case anyone wants to call in and tell us what activity is in the area. So I'm on 2353. So keep the comments going, because it lets me know my system's working and we're not frozen. Okay, I think I'm on 2353. You didn't nick that plant from the bingo hall, did you? No, I bought it from B&M. There's Doug there. Yeah, go ahead, Doug. It's Chris 2E0UKH.
Hey Chris, this is Doug. How you file soon?
Yeah, got you, Doug. Hope you're hearing me okay. Martin is there in the Netherlands, PE9TIG. All okay with the stream, Chris? Thank you. Frankie's not got much to say. I think he's falling asleep there. Anyway, over to you, Doug. And how's the video quality looking tonight? And what did you think to the the new shack setup?
Yeah, I must have doubled with you. No, I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay, Doug. I was just asking, what did you think to the new stream tonight? You know, the new setup. I've got the new Sony camera I've just bought, and just reading the comments. David Groot ens Dorst. Howdy. That is David in the Netherlands. PA7LIM, who writes the Blue DV software. So huge welcome to David. You've made it to the live stream, and feel free to tell us about your new Windows app for DSTAR for the ICOM 705. So I'm just going to move it over to the right screen so you can see. This is Blue DV that David wrote. Howdy doody, David, Jimbo's saying. Anyway, over to Doug.
Okay.
Yeah, struggling with Doug. Yeah, I am struggling with Doug. Doug, I'll give you another chance there. Probably got bad internet. Yeah, David is saying he's released new Doozy version tonight. Oh, there's a new version. Very good. Doozy does XLX, DCS, XLX, and doesn't do reflectors, does it? XLX, DCS, and XRF, I think it is. Anyway, let's just go back to Doug and see if he's receiving us, because he's a bit broken. Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I'm receiving you fine. Receiving you fine.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm struggling with you. That's weird, I'm struggling with you. So, when you play it back, you'll agree. You know, I'm struggling with you. So, you know, you live and learn. Anyway, there's lots of callers, so I'll say 7-3. Thank you for taking part. I was struggling to hear you, so we'll move on. And I'm listening on 2353 if anyone else wants to call in. So, as usual, Doug, thank you for everything you do and taking part. So I'm listening on 2353.
Oscar Kilo Delta Mike Romero. That's the network is good mining. Yeah, we to like your YouTube find the stream.
Yeah, got you there. Thank you so much for calling in. You know, your English is very good. You know, a lot of people think their English is not very good. They don't want to call in, but do not worry about that. Your English is very good. I can understand. You know, I can understand everything you're saying. So thank you for your interest in the YouTube channel. I'm just bringing up your call sign, OK9 DMR, Michael. So just welcoming you to the live stream. Go ahead, Michael.
Oscar Kilo Mike Romeo. Yes, please. Okay. Ja idę Czech Republic is you indeed Praga. Okay, will you find us stream YouTube? Okay, like you like. Okay, it's the channel. Very, very good. Signal no problem.
Yeah, okay, so just going through the comments there. Andy Cowley's there, and Dan's talking to Temporary Offline. Jimbo's calling, but no, not on 2353. Steve running your latest version. So a lot of appreciation for David's work in the Netherlands, and that comes from me as well. So what radio are you calling in on tonight, Michael?
Okay, Chris. Ja i Michael i będzie my 5 minutes i sleeping under your job.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that. Just go again on what radio you're using. I didn't quite catch that. I'm trying to bring up David's website.
Thank you, welcome, okay, Chris, we sleeping 5 minutes and successfully sleeping is to take 8 to 9 time with the okay to job sorry. I just sleeping hungry tonight. Okay. I would like to England to Czech Republic. Very good YouTube, no problem, very good file, digital hard disk, multi.
Shannon's there. Thank you for watching, Shannon.
Okay, great. I was just thinking on 7-3, bye.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for your contribution and joining in. You know, not everyone speaks perfect English, but we can all get the gist. That's what ham radio is about. It's about making friends all around the world and making contacts. So thank you so much for taking part. I'm just going to bring up David's webpage. By the way, anyone listening, we're on 2353. We'll be taking calls. Hello all, sorry I'm late. That's okay. The no code tech. Jimbo, I don't speak perfect English. Yeah, you got me there. That was a good one. Anyway, 7-3 Michael. We're just going to show CB Praha. Thanks. We're just going to show David's website about the new app he's written for Windows, and I'll take some more calls on 2353. So 7-3 Michael, we're just going over to the website to show David's new Windows program. So if you want to call in live, you know, I'm on 2353 and I'm making a list.
KC3QIU on 2353.
Yeah, go ahead. I did miss the call sign. KC. Now look, it's not come up on my list. I've got your DMR number. KC. I've got to use the old-fashioned method, which is remembering. KC3 something. Go ahead. It's Chris in the UK.
Good evening, Chris. It's KC3QIU. Kilo Charlie 3, Quebec, India, uniform. The name is Paul, and I'm working into DMR to you on Phoenix 2353. Over.
Yeah, okay, Paul. Well, thank you so much for calling in. We're just having a bit of fun tonight, taking calls and looking at what are the busy talk groups, rooms, reflectors, and I appreciate, everyone taking part. Not everyone speaks perfect English. Some people do, some people don't. But it's all about making friends and enjoying using ham radio for communications. So just tell us what radio you're calling in on in the world today. Back to you.
I'm using an Anytone 878 handheld into a hotspot, a Skybridge hotspot, and I'm calling you from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, USA.
Pennsylvania, very good.
Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. I've just altered my audio levels. You are a little bit loud to me. I've turned it down so there's no distortion. So yeah, you're on the Anytone. The Anytone is an incredible radio. CB Pra is saying good night. I'm watching your videos. You've got it sussed. I'm very tired. Have to go to work. Okay. Totally understand, CB Pra. I'll say 73 to CB Pra in the comments. So just tell us how you're getting on with the Anytone. I'm just going to go in the other room, but I will be listening. Just tell us how you're getting on with the Anytone. And I've just got to alter my green screen. It's just fallen over. So just tell us how you're getting on with the Anytone. And, make it a long over. Give me a chance to recover.
Actually, I'm finding this to be a remarkable handheld and enjoying it quite well. I programmed 2353 today, so this is the first chance to go into a chat on Phoenix, and I'm enjoying the QSO spec. KC3QIU.
Right, I have made a full recovery. My green screen fell over. So, I'm not sure if anyone realised. Let me just go over to the main setup. So, yeah, I've got a green screen behind me, and it fell over. So I'm just checking it's working. Yeah, your green screen looks okay from my house, Jimbo. Yeah, thank you. Brilliant. Anyway, let's just go back over to the other monitor. At the moment we're on 2353, and I wonder why your call sign's not showing up. But your audio is very good. Your audio, cracking audio. 2E0 UKH. Back to you. Yeah, so I don't think I keyed up. I was just saying my green screen is working again, and anyway, I'll hand it over to you. Got a bit of a mix-up going on there because I was fixing stuff in the background. Martin is saying like and subscribe. Thank you, Martin. Jimbo, Mike Webb is saying Jimbo saying 7.3.
I'm back again. So are you transmitting with the Blue DV from the fellow in the Netherlands, or are you using a hotspot and a handheld? KC3 QIU.
Yeah, well, you know, for the purpose of entertainment and to show it on the screen, yes. Yes, I am using I'm using Blue DV and a USB device, you know, DV stick 30. But if you look up in, you know, I'm just going to show my shack. If you look up in the top right, if I just move that above the shelf, if you look on my shelf just to the right of the Blue DV app, I do have several hotspots going on. I've just positioned it so it's just above it. So normally I use repeaters if I can, I use hotspots if I can, but it makes it a lot easier to display it to people on YouTube. So I'm just checking David is still there, PI7LIM. I'm just going to show David's website. Anyway, thank you for calling in. Sorry for the disjointed conversation. I had a few problems to sort out in the background.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to have a conversation with you. Audible Channel KC3 QIU.
Yeah, okay, many thanks for calling in, you know, and taking part. Highly appreciate that. You know, we're going to wind it down soon, but we can take a few more calls on DMR DSTAR FUSION, and anyway, I'll say 7.3, and I'm just going to show David's website. So we're on PA7LIM, and this is his new program for Windows, Doozy, and if you've got a 705, you can simply connect it with a wire to your laptop, which has got the internet, and you can use actual XLX, DCS, and XREF reflectors. Yeah, lagging. Yeah, that's a shame. It comes and it goes. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, listening for any more calls on 2353. If anyone wants to give me a call, 2E0UKH. Listening on 2353, and I'm in the UK. Go ahead. So one last call for DMR, and then I'll look in the comments if anyone else wants to call in. Didn't want this one to be a long one anyway, so just coming up for the hour mark. Okay, last call on DMR 2353. This is Chris, 2E0UKH, listening on 2353. Interesting, I'm not logged in on DMR. Okay.
Hello, Oscar.
Logged in.
Uniform Hotel.
It is, I apologise, it is working. Yeah, go ahead Daniel. K04UH. Go ahead. 2E0UKH. Yeah, got you Jimbo. Yeah, thank you Jimbo, appreciate that.
Good evening, Chris, and everyone on your channel. I'm using an Anytone handheld 878 to a repeater that is about 5 or 6 miles away.
Brilliant.
In Jacksonville, Florida. This is Kilo Oscar 4 Echo Uniform Hotel. Back over to you, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, well, it's always best if you're going in on a, I always prefer it if you're actually going in on a repeater. Gives you a sense of achievement. If that repeater, I hit repeaters several hundred miles away in the Netherlands, and I felt a tremendous sense of achievement doing that. But if you haven't got a repeater near you, you can use a hotspot, which is just fantastic. It's better than sitting watching TV all night. You want to play radio, you want to make contacts, and you can do it with a hotspot. So how long have you been watching the YouTube channel, Digital Analog Ham? How long have you been watching that on YouTube? Back to you.
Hey Chris, this is Kilo Oscar 4 Echo Uniform Hotel. Maybe a month or two. I can look it up in my records. You and I have had one conversation.
I do recognise the call sign.
Electric bike, maybe 3-4 weeks ago.
That's right, yeah.
I'm still wondering how you were able to maintain an IP connection while you were cycling between the convenience store and I guess your home QTH.
Can do DSTAR, yes, Steve. Do DSTAR in a minute.
Know what you were using to get that internet, but you were clearly visible during that trip. Kilo Oscar 4 Echo Uniform Hotel. Back over to you, Chris.
Paul Timmins is there in Skegness. Hi, Paul. Yeah, okay. Well, if you can see the screen, on YouTube, if you look on my top shelf, on the left-hand side, the very top part of the shelf, there's an open spot 3 blinking away, and I had the open spot 3 connected to the phone, which I was filming it on, and that was giving me my internet. So I had a radio, a phone and a hotspot, and I was making worldwide communication and worldwide video on YouTube. How cool was that? Steve, where did you want to meet up on DSTAR?
Yes, very definitely, very cool. Was that in the event of power outage in my area, I wanted the ability to do radio communication. So
yeah, go ahead, Pew.
Now using a hotspot through your phone, that's assuming the local phone service is connected. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to continue monitoring. 73 to you and all. This is Kilo Oscar 4 Echo Uniform Hotel.
30 Delta, reflector 30 Delta, Steve. Yeah, okay, thank you so much for calling in. Lots of people wanting to call in. This is always wonderful. People showing their support. Pew G Dunn. Can I ask you something? Someone calling in with a question. Put it in the comments. Steve. Yeah, we're going to catch Steve on DSTAR next on 30 Delta. Anyway, 7-3, and thanks for your interest in the channel. We're just having a bit of fun. We're locked down. We can't go out far, but I am an essential worker, so I do go to work every day, keeping the food chain going in the UK. So I do go work. But anyway, 7-3. Thanks for calling in. 2E0 UKH. Okay, so Steve, we're going to go to 30 Delta. Steve, we're going to go. Steve, tell me when you're ready on 30 Delta. We're going to go to DSTAR 30 Delta. Tell me when you're ready. Dan is saying 7-3 to everyone. Mick Mick Jubber is giving me a thumbs up. Paul Timmins. I'm an essential retail worker too. Yeah, me and Paul Timmins, we're keeping the country going. What about the Baofeng T1? Are they useful? Let's say, can you see? I do not recommend the Baofeng T1. I have got a Baofeng T1 and I did do a video on it and it was hugely popular. Let me just bring it up. I got nearly 100,000 views on that video, but I would not recommend it. You know, that was just an initial impressions, but you know, unless you've got the channels programmed in already, you know, you can't program it on the fly. You don't get a programming lead with it. Let me just bring up the video because I was amazed the interest in it. Just heard you all of a sudden on my local repeater here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm mobile at the moment. Do you want me to go back to 2353? Mike Rob, just put yes. Do you want me to? You just, for some reason, you heard me on a local repeater. So, do you want me to go back there for a second? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to search my videos by the most popular, and that's the biggest one I've had so far. Up in the top left, 77,000 video views. Yes, okay, catch you on 2353. Then we're going over to DSTAR 30 Delta to speak to Steve. So yes, I've got 77,000 views on that, and I don't do DMR yet. Okay, that's okay. Anyway, we're going to go over, just bring the shack into view, and it's loads, you wouldn't believe it, I'm doing loads of stuff in the background to get this crazy setup. Right, we're going to do DMR 2353. Okay, we're on 2353 and we're looking for Mike Rob KD2SXD. And he heard me on his local repeater as he was driving, watching the YouTube channel. Crazy. Right, are you receiving me, Mike? KD2SXD 2E0 UKH. Go ahead, sir. Nothing heard. Anyway, we're going over to DSTAR next. I'll give one last call out for... are you some kind of octopus then, Chris? Well, no, but someone has linked his local repeater. Cool. Cool. Like this live radio stream. Thank you, Mick Jubber. Is it Mick Jubber or Mike Jubber? But appreciate the comments. Right, let's give one last call for Mike Rob, who heard me. Okay, Mike Rob, KD2SXD. I recognise that call sign. I'm sure you've called in live several times. Yes, Mick. Okay, yeah. KD2SXD. Go ahead, it's Chris, 2E0 UKH. Yes, I'll explain why I don't recommend the Baofeng T1. It's very poor build quality, very flimsy. Only holds 16 channels, and for another £5, you know, $5 or $7 or $8, you could have something that you can program on the fly, you know, and it's not low power. It's a nice and cute and cool little tiny handheld, but I personally, if I wanted to get the cheapest radio I could, I mean, it's got to be look at the Retavis RT23. That is the Retavis RT23. That is a very, very cheap radio. It's far better than the Baofeng UV5R. You know, try a Baofeng UV5R, but the T1 is a bit of a novelty radio. Mike Rob, I'll catch up with you later. he's in a bad area. Okay, right, we're going over to DSTAR DSTAR 30 Delta to see Mick Jubber. I just got rid of an RT3. No, I'm not on about an RT3. I'm on about an RT23. It's an FM only. Very, very nice radio. Got one here. Got flipping everything here. That is an RT23. That is an RT23, and that is a lovely dual band radio. Very nice filters that you don't get on a UV5R. Okay, DSTAR 30 Delta. We're going to. Okay, right, I'm on 30 Delta, and Steve, are you about? I need to know your call sign. I'm just going to look up in the list. G0LQP. This is Chris 2E0 UKH. Are you there, Steve? Oh, I've got them all, Mick. Yeah, I'm lucky. I get sent them. Some of them. I buy majority of them. The T1. Can you search with it nearby? No, you can't. You can't search. That's just, you can scan channels that you've put in, but you can't find new channels, and that's why I don't recommend it. It's channelized. It only searches things that you already know about. You can't search off in VFO mode. Okay, right, we're on 30 Delta. 30 Delta, looking for Steve, G0LQP, not hearing you. Okay, well I am on here. I am on there. Let me just check something. It should be working. It could be my IP number. Let me just unkey, and I'm just going to plug in another hotspot. I don't like to see, look, my green screen's fell over again. Doesn't matter. There you go. That you would never guess. I've just got to get that sorted. Okay. Right. This is not the BBC. We don't care if anything goes wrong. Mick is laughing at me. Right, we want to go on DSTAR, so I'm going to turn off my DSTAR hotspot on Blue DV, and you see I was going to go under my... You need a new chair, mate? Yeah, I do. I need a new lots of things. Right, I'm just going to go under my desk and switch on my DSTAR hotspot, and I'll give you this lovely screen to look at. Yeah, no, but I love it when things go wrong. Okay, so I've just plugged in my hotspot. This is a Pi-Star hotspot running. Yeah, carry on regardless. Yeah, authentic squeaky chair. Yes, thank you, Robin. Not BBC, but CTV, Chris TV. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so my hotspot's coming on, and I'm determined to take a call on 30 Delta. So just going to bring up my Pi-Star. So up at the top. Yeah, we're going on 30 Delta, Steve. Yeah. Right. Get back on 30 Delta, Steve. This is my DSTAR hotspot. Remember, it's just loading up. I'm just signing in. This is my hotspot on 30 Delta. So 30 Charlie, 30 Delta. I'm going to request the change, and then I'm going to pick up a radio linked to 30 Charlie. It says there, but I'm looking in the very bottom left. I'm waiting for the IP number just go off the screen. Linked to 30 Delta. Excellent. So I'm just picking up my radio. There's nothing wrong with the TV, the Baofeng T1. I just wouldn't recommend it. You know, once you've programmed in the stuff, that, you know, the channels. Once you've programmed in the channels, you've got to use the channels you've put in, you know, unless you're carrying a computer with you. A 2E0 UK Ace listening on 30 Delta.
Yeah, G0LQP, good evening there, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, we've got Steve there. I've just got 3 monitors going on here. There we go. Yeah, got you, Steve. This is Chris, 2E0 UKH, and you know, if one hotspot didn't work, I'll try the other one. But I bent down under the table and it knocked over my green screen. Back to you. But are you hearing me okay now?
Okay, G0LQP. Okay, Chris, yeah, fine. I can hear you fine. Hope you can hear me okay. So
yes.
I'm very new. This is on the 705 with that doozy software there. Go ahead.
Interesting. So you're on the 705 with the doozy software. Are you still there, David, in the comments? David Grottenberg, I think that was the name. Our friend David in the Netherlands. Are you still watching? But no, you're sounding very good. I didn't know it did reflectors. It's very interesting.
Yeah, all okay then, Chris. Yeah, fine, no problem. I'm not going to hold it too long.
Evening, Andy.
Can't make too much noise because the whale is in bed there. So
yeah.
I'll be back to you for final G0LQP.
This is the ID51 on DSTAR. Yeah, okay, totally understand. G0LQP on the 705. This is his QRZ page. He's recently come back to the hobby after an absence of nearly 20 years and found things have changed a lot, especially regarding digital and stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for coming back and joining in on the live stream. 7-3, I don't want you to wake everyone up.
Yeah, G0LQP. Okay, mate. Have a good evening there, and we'll catch you again. G0LQP clear.
Yeah, okay, I'll say 7-3, and I'll say 7-3 in on key. So thank you so much for calling in. We're on 30 Delta. 30 Delta on DSTAR. Mr. Fred Romeo, are you watching? You know, I often say, you know, we've got, after the stream's over, I'll say, you know, we've had so many views, but it doesn't look, if you guys go and look, it won't say there's been 346 playbacks just here. It won't say that because it shows me the figures in advance. It will probably show 353 tomorrow, but you know, for some reason I get them quicker. So I've had 353 playbacks. How many likes have we had? Oh, that's great, 33 likes. Had a super chat, had 2 super chats up there, highly appreciate that. And concurrent viewers, chat rate. Anyway, very interesting results. Anyway, put it in the comments. Does anyone want to call in? You know, we're going to knock it on the head soon. It's been going on just over an hour. Hour and 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Jimbo, my super chat contribution is ongoing. It is. Well, Jimbo is a moderator, and he's helped me. I took a radio round his house that I broken, and within 20 minutes he got it working. The guy's a flipping genius. He hasn't got much to learn. So I'm just going to put my main camera on. So yeah, huge thank you to Jimbo, Laird, Nigel, Lawrence. Hello Nigel, yes, Laird, I remember you calling in before. Thank you so much for joining us again. Amateur Radio UK just added another like, as I have several more people by the looks of things. Yes. Thank you very much. Anyway, if anyone else wants to call in, are you able to call in? I don't think you are you? James, Amateur Radio UK. Check out his channel. He's got a great channel. Amateur Radio UK. Let's see what he's at the moment. Amateur Radio UK. You know, if anyone else watching has got an amateur radio channel, put it in the comments. You know, I'll show it on the video. This is about promoting the hobby, and people love watching all this stuff, especially in lockdown. So I'm just copying the channel name, and I'm just bringing it up on my other monitor. Amateur Radio UK. Let's see how many he's doing now. He's got 137. Brilliant. If anyone else has got a YouTube channel, put it in the comments. I'll show it on the screen. So SPD TDL. Yeah, I showed yours last time, didn't I? Just copying his name now. SB. It's a bit of a difficult thing to remember, that SP. I know. Remember you told me what it meant. So that is James's channel, Amateur Radio UK. Amateur Radio UK. Rod Wilkinson, nice one, Chris. 73. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so I'm going to put up SPD's channel. So that is his channel. So loads of camera stuff going on there. So any other YouTube channels, just looking in the comments. Jimbo's channel is rubbish. No, it's not rubbish, it's about music and stuff. But we're looking at radio channels. Anyway, Jimbo's just deleted a message. Anyway, we've got a huge amount of people watching. I don't want to just kill the stream like this. You know, I'm enjoying. I can put 2353 on. Radios is the future. I can put. You know, I don't want to kill the stream. We've got so many people watching. We can have a lot of fun here. So this is my shack setup. This is actually my music is good to like. Yeah. Let's just put DMR 2353 on if anyone else wants to just give a final, make a final call live. You know, a lot of people want to see what they sound like, what their audio's like. So 2353 DMR group call 2E0 UKH listening on 2353. Still young, Jimbo. I thought you were talking to me then. There's Mr. Robin. Yeah, go ahead, Robin. Now I saw you there. Key up. Very nice to hear from you. What do you think to the new setup, the new crazy setup we've got going on the YouTube channel? Back to you.
Chris, I think you really need to invest in some strong tape or some glue tape to hold your green screen up.
That's okay.
40 for your chair. and some retail for that blunt's going out your head, but otherwise it's a smashing setup, mate. You're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a shiny new call sign, didn't use the media last month, and I'll crack the book on the floor, so that's my next plans. Back to you.
Yeah, well that is wonderful. Got your new call sign. You know, I mean, I don't care if my green screen falls down. I actually like it when things go wrong. You know, when I can't go on a talk group or something. It keeps you on your toes. You know, it's because you've got another hotspot on. You know, there's something you've done wrong, and it lets other people know what you do. You know why theirs might not be working. So I'm not bothered about the green screen. You know, this is amateur radio. This is amateur. You know, this is amateur TV, amateur YouTube. It's just a bit of fun, and hope as long as the hit video holds up, I'm happy. I'm getting a question. Can you go on Phoenix DMR network, Chris? I can take a quick call on 2350, James. Anyway, back to you, Robin. 2350 I can do. Thanks,
yeah,
Mick Jubber.
Yeah, I agree. It's on the radio. It's not professional broadcasting. Actually, I think you do a smashing job. And you get people watching, you get people interested, you get people chatting. And
exactly.
That's what it's all about. It's not just radio. It's all the other things that we use. You looked into web, the videos. I'm watching it on a big screen. Do the comments on the smartphone and talking to you on an Anytone. So that's 3 different media devices I'm using myself. So I'm almost struggling the same as you. But anyway, go to have a matter, and I'll say 73. Catch you down the log. And I'll just know you. Good night now.
Yeah, thanks Robin, appreciate that. Yeah, okay, many thanks Robin, thank you for calling in and your support on the channel as usual. Many thanks. 73, just going to speak to the people in the chat. 73 2E0 UKH. Yeah, James, what radio are you on? Amateur Radio UK. What channel? What radio are you on? DMR. Because if you're on an Anytone, I can take you straight. Amateur experts. Thank you, Mick Jubber. Motorola. Yeah, definitely can't help you with that. Well, you did mention a talk group, didn't you? What did you mention? What was the talk group you mentioned, James? Because I like trying to get things working. Just tell me the talk group you can do. 235. Okay, well you didn't say do 235. Yeah, but I'm on Brandmeister. Are you on Phoenix? Mick Jubber. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Pew G Dunn. Amateur Radio UK, James, you can do 235. Is that on Phoenix? Yes, Phoenix. Okay, right, let's try and work out how I can do this. For a start, I'll share the other screen so you can't see me panicking. And I've got this. Save this important document here. And I'm on DMR. And let's do it from. I'll close this hotspot, and I'm going to switch on my. Yeah, nicely done. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Very complicated setup here. You wouldn't believe. You've got to get used to all these things to be doing in the background. Well, I'm just going to bring up my DMR Pi-Star. Okay, so my DMR Pi-Star hotspot is coming on the screen shortly. So DMR dashboard. Andy Cowley is still in the house. Hi Andy. So my hotspot is just starting up, still initializing, and I'll get the old Anytone handy, just switching it on. Got the old Anytone on, and I'm just going to go into configuration and log in. Go to the DMR section. 235 you wanted to speak on. Right, this is the DMR section. The DMR master server. See, I don't want to go through Brandmeister. I want to go through Phoenix, which is DMR Plus, and it's DMR Plus Phoenix F. That's the UK backbone of the DMR network for Phoenix. So I'm going to click apply. And if you look in the very bottom left of the screen here, it's just changed. It was saying the IP number. Now, although this is not something I've done a lot of, it shows now in the bottom left, look, I am connected to Phoenix F, which is DMR Mark. So I'm going to pick up the radio and I'm going to make sure, Ian James, you need DMR gateway. Thank you, Ian James. So it's the top one, isn't it? DMR gateway. I mean, if that was labelled better, I'd know that straight away. But I really appreciate that, Ian, for coming in with that info. DMR gateway. Okay, so I'm on DMR gateway, and I want to speak to, I want to get on 235. Talk group 8 on radio reflector 4400. Going to show Ian's comment. I want to get on 235 to speak to James, so I'm just going to check I'm unlinked from everything. I'm doing a 4000 group call. Group call means it's a talk group. Private call means it's to an individual. Now I'm going to try and get on 235. Okay, so I've just keyed up on the wrong one because my radio's got a fault on the keyboard. I do need to get a new Anytone. I've only had this a year. Right, so I've done a 4000. I'm going to go to 235. Yeah, DMR's not complicated. It's all the different systems, how they set things up differently. So I've connected to 235. 2E0 UKH, listening on 235. Are you hearing me, James? Is anyone on Phoenix hearing me? James, nothing hurt. Well, I'm on 235, and I'm on the way that Ian James, who is an expert on DMR, I know Ian very well, by the way. So just you give me a call, James, Amateur Radio UK, give me a call. And then I'll try my other way of doing it. So I'm on 235. That's okay, Mick Jubber. You know, we're watching other related stuff. Right, so can you confirm, calling you now, M0CJY, I'm on 235. Yep, nothing heard, Ian. I'm gonna go to my other way of doing it, how I would have done it, because this isn't working. No one's hearing me. I'm not hearing them. And I'm gonna go. This is how I would have done it. I'd go to the Phoenix IPS. Phoenix F. So I'm just going to. I can hear you, but the windows are open. Oh well. Come round, bring some gin over. Right, we're on 235. Brian McKay, 235 Phoenix, Brian. I'm just going to show Brian my new setup. Look on the screen. Look, this is my new setup. We've got the whole setup here. Can you see that, Brian, on the screen? I'm going across different monitors. That's my left monitor. Thank you. That's my left monitor. Had 400 playbacks. That's wonderful in the past hour or so. That's my right hand monitor. Sam W. Evening. Thank you, Brian. Looks awesome. Right. Right. I'm now on this DMR Phoenix, and I'm just gonna check I'm unlinked. How things have progressed. Yeah, thank you. Well, I've been doing this. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Right, I'm just doing a 4000, so I'm unlinked, and I'm going to go to 235. I'm long pressing the 0. 235. Press transmit.
So, I'm not sure if he's got Talk Group 8 programmed in his radio.
I don't need it. I don't think I need it.
Put DMR Gateway on and run Talk Group 8 and do a manual dial. Oh, he's done it. Right, back to YouTube. 7 phrase from M0CJ1.
You're just leaving him pause in case he's speaking to someone.
Okay, Ian, well, I'm watching the live stream and it looks like he's got it sorted because I heard your audio coming through on the live stream.
Yeah, I can hear you, James. It's Chris 2E0 UKH listening.
Evening, Chris from M0 GQC. It works then. Whatever you did there, it works. Good to get QSI in with you, and thank you very much for the plug on the live stream. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, well, it worked, didn't it? It was amazing. I thought, I've done this. This is what happens when anything in life you've only done it once or twice. You've only done it once or twice. And David has just sent me a photo from the Netherlands, PA7LIN. So I've only done it once or twice. But all I did was I went to configuration and I changed it to I changed the master server to DMR plus IPSC Phoenix F, and I applied the changes, and on the dashboard I checked I was connected to 235, and I then long pressed the 0, changed it to group call, and look. I'll just show James's QRZ page. So there's James's QRZ page. I'm just going to show something funny on the screen. Go ahead, James, and then we'll take it over to Ian. We're just having a bit of fun here. We're all locked in, locked down.
Okay, Chris, well, that's the great thing about DMR. You can fire up the whole country on just a handheld. I mean, I'm running half a watt at the moment. I'm probably only about 3 or 4 miles from the repeater and just on the standard rubber antenna. So nothing crazy going on with antennas as such. Just half a watt into the Swindon repeater. Back to you from M0 GQC.
Yeah, okay, very good. I'm just showing David's watching us live. Look at, I mean, how cool is this? Look, that's not a very good look. That's not a very flattering picture of me, David. David's just sent me a photo. Look, that's not very flattering. But yeah, no, it's working well. And I was going through the Phoenix F in the dashboard. So you know, the power of the internet. I'm going across the internet on YouTube. You're going across RF on your local repeater. I'm not in range of your repeater, but I'm using my internet to make the connection. Absolutely brilliant. Back to you.
Yeah, well, great. So, like I say, it's not something I use very often. Swindon seems to be, I shouldn't say anything bad about Swindon, but it seems to be in the dark ages here. We don't have much in terms of digital. We're complete and utter black spot as far as Brandmeister is concerned. I think the nearest repeater is just about out of range when I had the big antenna on the roof, and absolutely nothing on DSTAR whatsoever. Well, the whole region seems to be a DSTAR black spot, to be honest. So this is the only digital link we've got, and I don't have any anything clever like you've got there, like hotspots or anything like that. So we're very basic RF. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger on that. Very basic RF. I'm going to take it over to Ian James next, and then I'm going to ask Sam W. Sam W, are you able to call in on sideband on 10 meters, something like that, on HF? Try and do a bit of everything. Just put it in the comments, Sam. I know it's very late. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Anyway, 7-3 James, and we'll take it over to Ian.
Yeah, cheers, Chris. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, Mick Jugger saying lovely clear voice, thank you. Take it over to Ian James, and then I'm going to ask if we can do any sideband on HF with Jimbo or Sam W. Anyway, over to Ian James, 2E0 UKH. Coming through spot on, that's what I want to hear. Are you still there, Ian? It's Chris, 2E0 UKH.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to say.
That's okay, it is getting late. Yeah, that's okay, Ian. I know it is getting late. Totally get that. M0CJY. But thank you for for watching the stream and taking part. You know, this was just a bit of fun, and we've had nearly 500 people watching. I've had 500 playbacks just in the last hour. Unbelievable. So these sort of random streams are very popular. Back to you, Ian. Sam W is away from home. Anyway, I think Ian James is clear. Thank you for calling in, Ian. Listener, for any final calls on 235 2E0 UKH.
There's a big delay.
Yeah, that's okay. Always listen on the radio, not the YouTube, because yes, there is a delay. Anyway, I'll say 7-3. This is a busy one. I really don't like talking on main calling talk groups and live streaming, but it gets people. It gets people on the radio. It's not a bad thing. You just don't want to sit there all night. Okay, I think we're clear now with Ian James, and we've got more people watching than ever. I'm just planning on going quiet. Orange juice, yes. Can't afford anything else. Mick Jubber, appreciate your time and effort with the stream. Thank you. Well, I'm enjoying it. We're all locked down. We can't go anywhere. You know, I'm surrounded by computers and radios, and I'm just having a bit of fun. Smirnoff, yes. Anyway, so if you look on the monitor now, I'm just going to swap it over to the Pi-Star. If you've got your, hi mate, I hope you're well. Yeah, he's talking to someone else now in the comments. I'm on DMR and I went to configuration. And in configuration, if you want to use it on Phoenix, in the list you change it to IPSC2 Phoenix F. If you want to use it on Brandmeister, you choose your master server. This is the one I use in the Netherlands. Someone keyed up there. What are they calling me? I am having fun. We got the show's over and I've got more people watching than ever before. It's unbelievable. Yeah, did someone call on 235? This is Chris 2E0 UKH. Are you still there, Steve? Temporary offline? Anyway, we'll leave Phoenix there. I don't want to disturb them. But what else can we do? You know, if you get your computers and your radios all linked up, you know, you can do a lot of cool stuff. If you look on the screen now, I'm just going to shut those two web pages. If you look on the right hand side by the door, that is my radio. That is the Yaesu 991. Yeah, Sam's stuck out in the truck near Colchester. That's no excuse, Sam. Have you got Echolink? You know, surely you can get on Echolink. There's no excuse. Have you got Echolink on your phone? Sam W got me on the air actually. I think you need a few more handy talkies. Yes, radio stuff. Thank you. Send them over. Oh, I can't hold them all. You know, I'm flipping doing my best here. Echolink is cool. Sam W, last call for Sam W, N0SRW. Are you able to call in on Echolink? Need to get my DSTAR sorted, yep. Mark Morgan, glad I stumbled into this. It's a question I'm asking myself. Yeah, well Mark Morgan, ask your question on here. I'll try and answer it. Yes, can do Echolink. Right, well watch this. You're going to love this. We can do anything here. If you get all your computers and stuff all linked up and your radios, just watch this. Just watch this. I'm going to bring up a spare desktop and I'm going to run. I'm switching on. I'm just going off camera. And I'm just going to my power supply. I'm just going to switch on the 991A and I'm going to take calls on Echolink on this node. If you can call in on Echolink, Sam is 100 miles away from me. We couldn't make a call because he's not in my area. He couldn't do SSB. I wanted to do SSB. He's out of range, so Sam's going to try and call in on my node and then I'll take other calls and you'll see what's happening. I'm just going over to the other room, just going to switch my power supply on. Okay, so I've just switched my power supply on and like I say, that's my right hand monitor, and I'm just bringing up my Echolink node. This is my Echolink node. At the moment I'm not connected to anything, but I can see who is connected to me. And if you connect to that node that I was just showing you a minute ago, this one here, you will see if you connect to this on Echolink, it's got to be L, 2E0 UKH/L. You will see your call sign appear on here. Now this radio, in order to hear it, you'll have to, hold a minute, you'll just see it come up on the screen. I've switched the radio on, the FT991A, that's the one on the right there. Just switch that radio on, and I'm going to run a piece of software. This is Win for Yaesu. And Sam's just getting ready to call in, hopefully. So my node is now active, and so can you see my waterfall? Can you see what's going on? This is my radio that I was talking about. This is the radio on the right hand side there, on the bottom right. I hope you can see that. And clever stuff, love Yaesu. You can do video calls now through radio, yes, with the Yaesu. Won't connect, Chris. That's okay. You tried. Just try again. Try again and use a different path on Echolink. There's a way to do a different path. If anyone else wants to call in on my Echolink node, it's this one here. And I will, if anyone does connect to that 2E0 UKH/L, I'll see them connect on the screen on my other monitor. So try and use a different path. Mr. Fred Romeo, nice whiskers in the house, thank you. Mick Jubber, seen them new Icon radios, yeah. Pew G Dunn, thank you so much for the €1 super chat. Thank you so much, Mick Jubber. Scopes and all that, Mick Jubber, they're awesome. Fred, are you able to call in on my Echolink node? I'll just show it on the screen. This one, 2E0 UKH/L. We're having a lot of fun going on tonight. Look at this crazy setup. Let's move that off the screen. So yeah, this is my new setup. I've got a few people calling in on the Echolink. Try and get it working, Sam, because you could join in on the fun here. So what we're looking at is just here. You can see N4 EJM is on my node here. So N4 EJM. So I'm going to call him on an actual radio. Yeah.
It is 12 AM.
It's midnight. I'm losing track of time here. Right, so I'm going to pick up my microphone, and we're going to connect to my All-Star Echolink node. I'm in lockdown at the moment. I am an essential worker. Makes me sound good that I'm an essential worker, got my microphone here, and it is connected to that radio you can see on the right hand side. So 2E0 UKH listening, and I'll take the first call. Mr. Sam's there, M0SRW, that's Sam W in the comments. Go ahead, Sam. Come on, Sam, we can hear you. Just key up. M0SRW, go ahead, it's Chris, 2E0 UKH. Try again. Did you hear me, Sam? Try the next station. N4EJM, go ahead. N4EJM, go ahead. It's Chris, 2E0 UKH.
Yeah, Chris, N4EJM, John here. I'm at work and just watching the live stream here on YouTube.
Brilliant.
So things are going well.
Yeah, you will do, Jimbo. Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining in. N4EJM. So we've had a bit of a crazy night. People are asking me in the comments what is the Echolink node number. I'm just going to show it on the screen briefly. So it's node number 571873 2E0 UKH/L. And Sam, it says you are connected. If you look on the screen, you can see you are connected. You're the third one down, so quite a bit of interest in the Echolink node. Anyway, sorry for waffling on, lots of going on. Back to you. N4EJM, it's Chris in the UK, 2E0 UKH. Says you're on it.
Yeah, I'm just
Sam.
having to make sure the volume on the computer's turned down so there's no feedback there, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And you were saying something about doing live video over YouTube? I wasn't sure how that was done. Back to you.
Yeah, well, it was just someone in the comments, you know, saying we're going live over Yaesu. I'm on a radio, this is the Yaesu. If you look at the screen on the right hand side, are you watching this, Fred Romeo? Look, on the right hand side, that's the Yaesu 991A. And I am actually on that at the moment because this is a green screen. Are you watching there, Fred Romeo? And if I put the other monitor on, you can all the people in green are the people connected to my node. So let me just make this screen a bit bigger and you can read it a bit better. So I'm just trying to make it so people can read the call signs of people that are connected. Just grabbing the drag handles at the end there. So yeah, bit of an elaborate setup this way, but we're certainly having fun. Back to you, 2E0 UKH.
Okay, I got you. I see where it's down there. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, hopefully one of these days I'll get the 991A. That's the next radio I'm looking at getting. I've got the 400 and the 3 and the 53.
Mick Jubber, nice bit of kit you got, Chris. Well, thank you.
That's interesting. All right, probably to get back with it, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work here. So, but enjoy the keep though, and cool, we did it over YouTube. That's pretty neat. All right, Chris, have a good day. 2E0 UKH and 4EJM, fully clear.
Yeah, okay, N4EJM, thanks for calling in. I'm just showing on the screen, you know, we've only been on an hour or so, and we've got 489 views, nearly 500 views in an hour. Unbelievable. Anyway, thank you so much for calling in, and I'm going to take I'll take the next call sign down, KE8NKO. KE8NKO. Go ahead, it's Chris in the UK, 2E0 UKH. You can, yeah. Mick Jubber. Amateur radio is brilliant. You can go all around the world. Okay, KE8NKO. There was someone who said he couldn't actually key up, so that might be you. Last call for KE8NKO. 2E0 UKH calling.
KE8, so this is KE8NKO. Okay, looks like I'm transmitting now. I don't know what case was there a minute ago. To the gentleman that was just on before me, I did catch his call sign, but I have an FT9N1A and the FT3, and love them both. The only drawback I found with is the FT9N1 is I wish I could do the via node radio, but unfortunately can't. But the FT3 D can, so that more than makes up for it.
Dan Martin, no DMR tonight.
Back to you.
Dan Martin, have you got your Echolink though? Yeah, roger on that. Well, this is actually the 991A, and I didn't quite catch what you said. There was something it didn't do. What was it you said it didn't do?
Yeah, the 991A, that's what I have. So you can't use it as one of the nodes for the wire side for the fusion, like you can with the FT3 and the other ones. I wish that would have been a feature that would have been implemented on a
Mick Jubber, boss on Echolink. I like the sound of that.
But other than that, and the limited channels on there, the 100 channels. But other than that, it's great radio. I love it, and I would highly recommend it to anybody that's looking for a radio that can do all bands and all modes. Back to you, KE8NKO.
Like a boss, Chris. Thank you, Mick Jubber. Yeah, well, it's a very, very good radio. You know, I've got the 991A. Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Mick Jubber. Make sure you subscribe, Mick Jubber. You know, catch all the action going on. We do this a lot, fooling about. Up in the top left on my screen, you can see I've got the 705, the Icom. That is a very similar radio, but it's totally different. It's lower power, but it does DSTAR. It's a bit of a better receiver, but it's better in some ways, and in other ways it's not as good. You know, you've got so much choice out there. Unbelievable. Anyway, getting some great comments coming in here. And anyway, back to you. 2E0 UKH. John is saying that's a great setup, Chris. Great work up on YouTube. Thanks for having me. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Steve G0 LQP, he's got to go. Thank you for calling in. That was good fun to speak to you tonight. Yeah, KE8NKO. Are you still there? It's 2E0 UKH. This is the node we're on. Jimbo's going. Thanks, Jimbo. Appreciate that.
The issue with the transmit button, when you hit it, it doesn't recognize that first, and then I have to go back to it. I missed what you had asked the question. Will come back with me? Have to come back to me with that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm just a bit sidetracked as I'm trying to read everything, control everything. I don't want me screen to fall over. Jimbo's going to Mick Jubber's saying I've been subscribed for about 4 years. That's wonderful. I do recognise the call sign, the name, but it's very difficult to keep track of everyone. But that's right. I was just talking about the Icom 705. If you look up in the top left, that's the Icom, and you know, these radios are very similar, but very, you know, they all do something slightly different. You know, the 991A. If you look on the screen now, that's the 991A. I'm controlling it through the software, and you can see me keying up on the radio. Unbelievable. But you know, we're all locked in. It's just a lot of fun. Amateur radio, computers, internet. Anyway, back to you, and then I'll take another call. Martin is saying goodbye to Jimbo. Amateur Radio UK, Jimbo. That's right, James.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose you on there. I can quite a bit of interference.
Robin is saying thanks, Chris. Great setup.
You know, I will say that what I like about the E82, especially the 991.
Like NASA, mission control.
personally, I don't really care for DSTAR. I'm a DMR and fusion guy all the way. I just, I don't, me personally, at least over here in my area, I don't see much of a future for DSTAR. It's just, even though it's easy enough to really use, it's just, I think my biggest problem is that there's no information on it. You know, it's not like you can look and see with DMR and fusion, like a room number, a chat number, something like that, you know, or a chat group, talk group. It's just a reflector number, and that's not enough information. I don't think the quality was good, at least over here, but the 705 is a great radio, 9100 or the 901A is a great radio. I don't think anybody would really be disappointed in either one. That's you, K8MKO.
Yeah, okay, yeah, totally get what you're saying. I mean, I'm going to take Fred Romeo's next. Mick Jubber is saying you could work for NASA, Chris. Yeah, I like that. I think that would work quite well. But at the moment, I'm working in the food chain. I'm essential worker, so I like that title as well. Anyway, we'll go over to Fred Romeo next, and I'll say 7-3 to you, KE8NKO. Thank you so much for calling in. Got quite a lot of people building up on the on my node. So if you've got any questions about DSTAR or any of the other modes, anyone can send me an email to 2E0UKH, and I'll help anyone I can. Right, 7-3, and thanks for calling in. We're going to take Fred Romeo next.
FJF here. Hi, Chris. Just wanted to say hello. I'm listening. I tried to get in my All-Star node, but I couldn't up downstairs, and I couldn't connect, and so I got into Echolink, and I connected this way through my Android cell phone. So right now I'm talking through my cell phone, and the
flight control, Mick Jubber, he loves it.
I see the clock back there making a few spins, and everything was fantastic. Man, all them radios in the back, sitting on them counters back there, and all the plants, and I don't know if they're living or not, but you know, I guess I see the 705 there with an antenna sticking out of it. Looks all great, Chris. I love it. I see the 578, all them radios. Look at them all. Holy chimoly. Anyway, back to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, obviously, I highly appreciate all your help and support over the years. And if anyone doesn't know, me and Fred Romeo, we've had a lot of fun beta testing for the Anytone radios. We are official beta testers, and we have a lot of fun ironing out the problems. And there's not a lot that needs fixing, so we haven't bothered much lately. But we do need something else to get stuck into. Just tell people about the colours. Just tell the people about the colours. That was quite an interesting story on the Anytone 578. About the different colours for the talk groups and call signs and stuff.
UKH, so you want to say, oh yeah, that goes back, that goes back almost 2 years ago, I think. Maybe at least a year and a half. And I remember meeting up with you and talking to you, and you said, it sure would be nice to have color.
Exactly, James, Ian James.
878, and I said, and you said, do you have any contacts? I said, yeah, I know them. And that was, I don't know how long it's been since you've been a beta tester. It could be almost 2 years.
Yeah, we've been beta testers 2 years now.
Give me the list of what you want, and I'll submit it. I'll send it to them. And he gave you about 7 colors. He gave me all these colors, and I sent it to them, and lo and behold, the next update, they have them. And they really improved on that, and then we did the digital contacts, the digital hold times.
Okay, Sam.
Calling direct, so I could call you direct, and we did a lot of testing with that, so I just put your DMR number in, and after pushing 0, I would push the 0 and hold it, and then I'd switch it to not a group call, but a personal call. I'd put your DMR number in, and I hit the PTT, and it would ring it would
Yes, it's all about the connection method, Paul.
Back and forth for a couple hours one night.
Proxy normally works, or direct or relay. Just try different ways of getting in.
People coming on, logging in. We had a lot of fun. Still had a lot of fun. I haven't had an update for 2 or 3 months.
No?
And, they've done a lot of work, and it all came from a lot of the beta testers around the world. Anyway, back to you. 2E0 UKH W1FJF.
Yep, W1FJF 2E0 UKH. Thank you so much for telling us that story. You know, we've had a lot of fun ironing out all the problems. There's not been a lot needs sorting out now. Like you say, we've not really done a lot lately, but I mean, it's very good how we're getting all these updates coming, and you know, surely it can't be you know, we want it to be going on for as long as possible, getting updates. You know, the 868 doesn't have much memory on board. Anyway, I'm going to take a few more calls. It's been 2 hours. It's midnight here. I've got to be up at 5 o'clock. I'm working tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Well, 6 o'clock. I'm going to be up at 5:30. I work for a big food company in the UK, and I like the title. I'm an essential worker, so we're keeping the country going. Anyway, I'll say 7-3 and over to you for your final, and then we'll take the next call on next call on Echolink. Back to you for your final.
Take care, Chris. It's always good to come over here and visit and see all the people coming in. You take care. And,
it's called John. It's called Win for Yesu. Win for Yesu.
Boy, I'll tell you. You take care. Good talking with you. We'll check with you later. And I haven't heard about you tonight. W1FJF clear.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Fred. Thank you for calling in. I do appreciate that. But nothing heard from Roger. I don't know why. I did let him know we're going live. Anyway, 7-3, 2E0 UKH. M0 SRW, Sam, are you still yeah, M0 SRW, are you with us? Paul Timmins, shut the program, try again, turn your Wi-Fi off on your phone, then back on again, try everything.
I think you've got me now anyway. From M0 SRW to the mobile.
Yeah, M0 SRW, thank you so much for calling in. It's Chris, 2E0 UKH, and you know, as you know, I presumed you were at home, but you were out mobile, you know, working, and I come up with this suggestion to get you on Echolink, and we've got half the country on Echolink at midnight, so that's pretty cool. And in the past hour, well, it's now 2 hours we've been streaming. In the past 2 hours, look on the screen, we've had, how many have we had? We've had 518 views, so that's absolutely incredible in a couple of hours. And we've also got a lot of people using ham radio, and when, you know, a lot of people wouldn't have actually normally bothered. So it works. It just works, and you've got to use all the tools you've got in the box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My God, it's like you're an essential worker out there. Parts of the truck, big parts of the cloud, like the guy said, yeah, I forgot that Echolink. When you mentioned it, I thought, yeah, I'll try and sort it out. It took me a half dozen goes to get it on, though. I don't know whether weak signal. I managed to connect via my iPad and my phone won't connect to the room. I don't know whether proxy system or whatever, I don't know. I've got my
Yeah, John, this is win for Yasu. There's win for Yasu, win for Icon. Jeff, have you got Echolink? Have you got Echolink on your phone?
I think we worked through Echolink the last time I was out in Canada, a couple of years back. I don't know how I've spoken with person out in Europe. Next time I'm out in Germany, I'll have to try one from Germany next time when I'm out there. If I can get connected one way or the other. Like I say, I'll have to get that DSTAR sorted out as well. Just to sort something out for that.
Don't think it does 891, Jeff. Mick Jubber, thank you for joining us, my man. Yeah, well, I've not heard that expression for a long time. Square wheeled. Square wheeled. I've not heard that for years. You know, obviously that means you're stationary on C beats and slang. But anyway, I'll let you go. But just let me, you know, you've been following my YouTube channel from day one. I know you have. Well, me and you used to make long distance contacts and put them up. You know, what do you think to this crazy setup I've got going on? Back to you.
It's good, mate. You've come a long way. You've come a long way. You know, from when I told you to get on radio. You know, it's real good what you've done and what you've been doing for it. You know, we've come a long way from our days of shortwave listening, CVs and scanners and all sorts.
No, Steve, but we can use YSF if you want to call in on YSF.
I work a lot of HS on the mobile, so it's great, mate. I like your idea and your ethics of it. Get on the radio, get everybody on the radio. Yeah, it should be. You know, I don't like using this internet malarkey. I'm a true RF guy, you know what I'm like. But I will try and fix some bobs. I'm not overly au fait on how it all works. That's why I say I'll have to get you around the house one weekend and we'll get that DSTAR all connected up. We're all registered and everything for DSTAR now, yeah. But I ain't got a bloody street do how it works. So we'll have to sort something out. M0, that's out of you.
Yeah, roger on that. Just reading the comments. Steve in America is saying, do you have a WiresX node number? No, but I can speak to you on FCS3 room 48, which is Bob's node. We can try that in a minute. Mick Jubber is saying anytime, Chris. So Sam is not a fan, not a huge fan of digital, but I've got him on digital. I tried to get him on SSB. And because we were talking about SSB, you know, trying to get a contact, it jogged my memory. I thought, well, try Echolink, you know. You know, all these wonderful modes we've got, you know, use them in the order that you prefer them. If you want analog first, try analog, do sideband, do FM. And if all else fails, try Echolink or DSTAR or DMR Fusion. If you're on DSTAR, DMR Fusion, you might be going for an actual repeater. But they're all tools in the box, and if it wasn't for this, you know, Sam, you couldn't have taken part. So anyway, I'll say 7-3. It's getting busy and it's getting late. So thanks for taking part.
Yeah, no worries. I'm pretty much down here. I've got to be up at about 5:30 in the morning to get down, and I'm going to be up at hours. So about 6:30. So I'm maybe about half an hour away. 5 p.m. Yeah, all good. And I'll catch up with you soon all out about whether later. 73, everybody. From M0, FRW, Brooklyn Mobile. 73, all, bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, 73 Sam, thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to take it over to, from the top to the bottom, I'm going to take it over to someone else that wants to call in, and just looking at my list now. So 73, and I'm just going to call in the next station. Spoke to Fred. So G0NDV, G0NDV, go ahead, it's Chris, 2E0 UKH in the UK. Go ahead, sir.
G0NDV in Skegness on the east coast of the UK. I finally made it onto Echolink Stoke Mobile. Hi. There you are.
73 Dan.
It's been a good evening so far. We've been on it about, what, an hour and a bit? Just midnight. Back in the stuff up and going to bed shortly. Certainly nice to hear anyway. Thank you very much. Back to you, Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, well, thank you for joining in. You know, you persevered. You know, you'd rather call in on SSB or FM, but it wasn't possible, so you did the next best thing. Much better than not taking part. I'm just bringing up on the map where you are. You're in Skegness. Often go there on holiday in the UK. So that is Skegness. If you look on the map, it's on the east coast of England. And look at all these places I've visited, and one of them is very near. I have been to Skegness many times. Just bringing it back up into view. Yeah, so we'll have to look you up next time we come over. 2E0 UKH.
Yep, you've got me. What's on there? So you've been to Hunstanton as well, by the looks of things. Just the other side of the wash. I used to have a friend who sadly passed away a couple of years back. He had a caravan on the other side there. And we never made contact. How strange. We never actually got through on radio. Which is a sad thing, really. So yes, it's been smashing. Been great. So now I know that
FCS3 room 48, Steve. FCS3 room 48.
And give a call and whatever. So there we go. Okay, I'll cut you loose for the time being, Chris, anyway. And we'll see how we get on another time. Thanks a lot for this evening. It's been brilliant. It's certainly been an eye-opener. So thank you very much from me. On 73 from G0NDV in Skegness.
Yeah, okay, well, thank you for your interest and finding us on YouTube. You know, we're just having a bit of fun. You know, I am working, but can't really go out. We're all locked in, and I'm sitting here playing with all my computers and radios. I've got them all linked together. Anyway, I'll say 7.3, and I'll just take it over to Frankie next, M6 VMO. So, excuse me. So 7.3 to you, Jeff. G0NDV. Not Jeff, sorry. 7.3 to you, and speak to you soon. Okay, nothing heard from G0NDV. Right, over to Frankie, M6 VMO. Go ahead, Frankie. Paul Timmins, thank you, Paul. JSS, hello, I'm late. Someone keying up there. JSS. This is what we're doing tonight, mate. Look, we just got my new setup sorted out here. We've got people calling in on Echolink. And who's keyed up at the moment? Got someone keying up. JSS looks great, thank you. Yes, I've been working on this new setup. My shelf, by the way, is not wonky. Look on the top, my shelf is not wonky. I can fix it by doing this, look. So that's a bit of a closer look. So we've got lots of different scenes set up of different things. You know, I've got blank screen, a new 5-minute timer. So lots of crazy stuff we can do, and anyway, it's getting very late. I'm going to call it 7:03, I think. So Mr. Roger Schlutz is in the house. We've been going for 2 hours, Roger. Where have you been? We've been going 2 hours 10. FCS3 room 48. Okay, I'll make this the last one. Been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes now. So it really must. It's getting late here. It's coming up for 1 o'clock. I've got to be up at 5 in the morning. 5:30, crikey. Right, let's go to Fusion. I couldn't hear you on Frankie, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you on Fusion, so I apologise about that. Okay, so let's go to Fusion FCS3 room 48. So I'm just going to bring up my other monitor, and I'm going to shut down my Echolink node. It's nice to just slowly shut these things down. We've had a great use of them tonight. And I'm just going to start up Blue DV, David, PA7LIM. This incredible software, a lot of us are using it. I'm going to just switch it on. And you can see, just hear it. You switch it on, it becomes connected. And I'll switch it on to Fusion. And I'm going to link it to FCS room 3, room 48. And this is Bob's room in America, Bob K6UDA. And if I go into the settings of Fusion, I can turn the volume up a bit. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Frankie. I'm sorry we couldn't hear you. I saw you on the dashboard. 73 Sam W. Thanks for calling in. Okay, going to put a call out on Fusion. Roger Slutz, I just got home. Okay, this is 2E0 UKH on FCS3 room 48 listening. Roger Schlutz. Hello Chris. Yes, can I be a moderator? Yes.
2E0 UKH is KENKO, Stephen, Bay City, Michigan. I'm here still watching on the YouTube. I just figured I'd try to get in over Fusion here.
Yeah, Roger's now a moderator. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was just doing something there. One of my friends wanted to be a moderator, and I can only do it when we're live on YouTube. So just bringing my other setup back up on the screen. and I'm terrible, I can't do everything at once, so just remind me of your call sign. Is it Steve K? Just remind me of your call sign. Sorry, it's not on the screen.
Yeah, no problem, Steve.
Oh, it was on the screen. It was on the screen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was on the screen. It did come up. If you just look on the monitor, you'll see it. I've got all the different people that are logged in on my node, and we're using Bob's room, FCS3 room 48. So yeah, it's coming pretty good on Fusion. Back to you.
Yeah, it's coming across pretty good here too. I'm running a FT991A with a high star, and it sounds great. Sounds excellent, nice crystal clear. Other than that, I'll get like to you. I know you kind of want to get off here, so just try calling over the Fusion once, and I haven't been anything more actually probably over there for you. Yeah, middle of the night for you. So have a good night.
Yeah, thanks, Roger.
73 in course.
Yeah, okay, well thank you for joining in. You've called in on a couple of modes. We're going to wind this down now, but I'll just leave it on here for a couple more minutes in case Roger wants to call in and anyone that's late joining us. So I'll say 7-3, and it's been a wonderful night. Lots of fun on digital and analog ham radio. Worldwide communication, you know, whatever you're using. 7-3, cheers. Okay, so on that.
Hello, Chris. Can you follow BFG?
There's Mr. Roger Schlutz. He's in the house. See there, Fred Romeo. There's got Roger Schlutz on. Roger Schlutz. Right monitor on, and I'm just going to turn his volume down because he's a bit loud to me. You can turn all the volumes up and down independently. Look, I'm turning it up and down there. Yeah, go ahead, Roger. Thanks for joining us. I did send you an email, tell you we were live streaming. Back to you, 2E0UKH. Are you there, Fred Romeo? We got Roger Schlutz in the house.
Okay, Chris. Fred Romeo give me a phone call too. I just got back home. I've been down at my neighbor's. His name is Chris Steve. So I'm sorry about missing. I got in there on the very end, and thank goodness I went and listened to my answer this year. Fred Romeo told me you was live. I've been about missed you. I'm sorry about that, Chris. But good evening to everybody.
Yeah, that's okay, no problem. Knock it up. Yeah, that's okay, no problem at all. We're just having a bit of fun here. We're all locked down in the UK, and I'm actually going to work as normal. You know, I'm still working. I'm an essential worker. I'm in the food industry, and this has been a very popular stream. We're going about 2.5 hours here. It's crazy. Let me just show you what we've been doing. We've been doing all sorts of modes, and I've had look on the screen, 574 playbacks. 574 playbacks in the past hour or two. That's unbelievable. So you know, we've been having a lot of fun making contacts all around the world, getting people on the air using any means possible, whether it's analog or digital. You know, if someone calls in on a hotspot, it might be a 2-meter hotspot. You know, there's a lot of people using 2 meters. They don't even, you know, that the ARRL and, you know, the RSGB don't realise about. You know, people using hotspots, they're still using 2 meters and 70 sems. You know, it all counts. It's all a QSO. It will all help in keeping the bands active. You know, keeping our bands from being taken off us. Anyway, back to you, Roger. What do you think?
Well, I think the beard and the mustache looks good on you, Chris. And I'm wondering if the ID52 for sale in Europe yet. They're saying it's going to be next month, but they ain't got the Europe yet. I'd say it'll be first of the year, or maybe even February before we get it. Japan had them last month, but are they selling the ID52s at Moonraker?
Yeah, well, I don't know of anyone that's got the. I don't know anyone that's got the ID52. They're supposed to be out in Japan, but I've not. I don't think they are. They were supposed to be, but they said that about the 7300. They said that about the 705, but they're always running a bit late. Anyway, the show's coming to an end here, so I will just say 7.3 and. Hell of a lot of people watching tonight, and it is getting late. It's coming up for 1 o'clock. You know, I've got to be up in 4 hours, so I really need to say 7.3. So 7.3 there, my friend Roger, and we'll catch you soon. 7.3 2E0 UKH. JWS 7.3. So put your 7.3 in the comments, everybody, and thank you for joining in. Oh, I'm still keyed up. Over to you, Roger, for your 7.3.
I've been missing some of your live streams. Have a great night. It's coming on 8 o'clock here. It's about 8 o'clock. 7:43 here on the East Coast of North America. 73, Chris. Everybody have a good night. Oh yeah, I better ID. KG4.
7.3, Sam.
Have a good night, everybody.
JWS 7.3. Yeah, I'll make this my final. Okay, 7.3, Roger, much appreciated. Going clear. Cheers. Okay, JWS is saying 7.3. Thanks for taking part tonight. Sam W 7.3. James Amateur Radio UK. Thank you for taking part. James is one of my moderators. He's got a YouTube channel. The No Code Tech 7.3. Thanks for a great stream. Thank you. You know, it was just an idea. It was just a bit of fun, you know, but it turned out very popular. You know, we must have had 50 contacts. I don't know. We've got a lot of people on the air, and if we all, you know, if we all use all these different modes and tools we've got in the box, you know, we'll be able to continue using this forever. Okay. 7.3 guys, actually going clear now. 2E0 UKH, going clear.